Here we are again. I couldn't post a video yesterday. I couldn't make one because I was in this. They finally took care of this dinging tooth, and I was forced to take their stupid medication, and I could even barely open my eyes. So yeah, it was like, it feels like drinking 2 gallons of whiskey in 5 minutes. You can imagine what's going to happen to you. Well, that's what these pain pills do to me. But anyway, here we are now. I'm nice and rested and feeling groovy. We have 7 more videos to publish, 6 more after this. And then we'll be in a brand new location. And I have a goal to do that by not tomorrow, but the following Thursday. 8 days from now. So I have 8 days to publish 7 videos. Sound good to you? Yeah, so I'll be busy. This rack coming up is a little bit different. I'm moving the cue ball a lot. Although I think once I got past the 3 ball, everything should have been basic, but I made a couple glaring errors. And we're going to go over them. And we'll have the key shot. We'll go further into the key shot after this commentary video, not after, the unedited version of the runout, but directly after we do the dissecting and the pulling apart and the critiquing and all that good stuff. If you have any ideas of how I should have ran this rack, because everybody plays a little bit different, then don't be shy about that, about putting what you would have done in the comment or suggestions for how I could have done it better, or whatever. But let's talk. I like talking, as you can see. But for now, let's get on with running this rack. See what we have here. Cue ball, 1 ball, 1 to the 2, the 2 to the 3, the 3 to the 4. And that could be the key shot. Pretty much a table length distance between the 3 and the 4, and we have all these balls getting in our way. 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6, the 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8, and the 8 to the 9. It would look like he could just pull back a little bit on this 2 ball, get straight in, and either draw back on the 3 or just stop the ball on the 3. Actually, you don't want to stop. You need some kind of angle on this 3 to get all the way back up table on this 4. And you could leave the cue ball on the rail, about where this chalk is, and go 3 rails, but you're flirting with this 7 ball. Again, there's a lot of balls in the way, and I want to show you how I wound up doing this. Instead of shooting this 2 in the side, because this angle is steeper than it looks here, we're going to get positioned to shoot this 2 in this corner from behind the 2 ball, and that should let us roll up on that 3 to get a good position to get on this 4. So you're spinning this, a lot of bottom left on that. And that's about right. All we got to do is put top on it and go to that rail without going too far down. You don't want to get behind that 9, of course. And a lot of guys would shoot this 3 in a way to come back on that side rail and bounce up, which is not a bad option. But I just don't want to flirt with that 7 ball at this point. So I'm drawing this ball for a stun shot, and I'm putting a lot of left-hand English on it, which will spin the cue ball clockwise and send this on a much wider angle behind this 7 ball, believe it or not. I don't want to go above the 7 ball because there's too good of a chance that you're going to get stuck behind the 5. And I don't trust these rails enough to play that shot at this point. And there's also a chance you could come off this rail if you hit it real good and get behind this 8 ball, which would not be very fantastic. So a whole lot of bottom left. And watch when it hits this rail, watch how it widens the angle. You see a takeoff there? That's what I was looking for. But yeah, I wanted to stop a little bit before it went that far up table because now I can't just bounce off this end rail and get on this 5 ball. Unless we want to draw this with a lot of right hand English and come around this 8 ball. We're in a little bit of trouble. I tried to go down to this rail and bounce straight up, but I wind up hitting the 5 ball. Not good. But I mean, the 8 ball or the 6 ball is right up table. All we got to do is roll up on it, and we should be all right. That shot's all about your stroke. And I'm just going down. Oh no, big. Oh yeah, that was not pretty. I don't know. I think I was just trying to avoid that 9 and come in front of it, which would have left me real good on the 7 ball. And now we're stuck with a long shot. It's not exactly straight in. There is a tiny bit of an angle. So I'm not hitting any rails on this shot. I'm just stunning it over to the 8 ball. A little bit harder than you would normally shoot this. And a little bit of bottom English or draw. But the draw is going to end by the time it gets to it. It should just stun it right over. It's a good shot there. Where are we going? We should just be bouncing out, right? Oh, I'm drawing back. Okay. Good enough. Another rack of 9 ball. A lot of balls on our way. That was not an easy rack. You get to open up your stroke a little bit on that rack, but it's a little bit of a nerve-wracking situation. The key shot is the 3 to the 4, but while we're here, we're going to take a look at the 6 to the 7 too, and what I should have done to avoid that contact with the 9 ball. As I said before, there's different ways to play this, but this is a little bit touchy to come off the 3 ball and just bounce up with a little bit of left-hand English and no bottom on it. First of all, you're risking that scratch and coming up too short, especially if there's a problem with this rail. And you're risking getting behind this 5, and if you bounce too long, you're risking getting behind this 8. So the way I shot it, I think, is the right way for me to shoot it for my game. Maybe not your game, but my game. But with my game, there's always a chance of hitting this 7. So let's go ahead and roll it and see what I did here. It's a lot of bottom and a lot of left. And you'll see the widening of the angle right there. A key shot in a rack of 9 ball is the ball that's either going to stop you from running this rack, or it's going to open it up and allow you to run the rack. And in this situation, it just does not qualify because it's a routine, everyday shot that I somehow lost my brain on and just wasn't thinking. The agenda here is to get the cue ball. It's not done. Stop and rolling. The cue ball is pretty much center table. And you can see I got down a little too quick. I started getting down while the ball was still rolling. Yeah, again, your agenda is to get the cue ball back to exactly where it is right now to shoot the 7. But you can't do it. Now, if you can shoot a shot naturally, without putting any English on it at all, just dead center cue ball, and get the perfect position, that's your option you should always take. Because every time you put English on it, you're increasing your odds of deflection and screwing it up and skidding and throwing the object ball, and it just gets real. English complicates everything. So if you don't have to use it, don't use it. So that's what I'm thinking to myself. Don't use it. I just have to go down to this end rail and bounce back up to get back exactly where I am now. But I just didn't. I wasn't looking at it. The angle coming off, the angle for the cue ball coming off the 6 ball and going down to this rail. The exact opposite angle of that is coming right back up for the 9 ball. So it's going to come off this rail on the exact opposite angle of what it hit this rail on. And yeah, so the only way to really shoot this shot, if you want to just bounce down one rail, is you're going to have to put left on it to kill the angle when it gets down to the bottom rail. It's either that or you're going to have to put a little bit of right on it to spin it around behind this 9 ball and come back out for center table. So although that wasn't a key shot, I thought it was really worth mentioning. If you can do it without English, do it. But in this case, I couldn't. So I should have put either left on it or right on it. Right bottom or left top or left center. Anyhow, let's just go ahead and roll the whole run out.